This is a brief overview of how to book an appointment for the COVID vaccine at CVS. The main points for booking at CVS are to be ready at midnight to do your search. Most appointments come out at that time. Secondly, your state doesn't have to be active on the screen. You can enter through any state. Halfway through the process, you can tell it where you want to actually do your search. The website does release cancellations at the hour and the half hour throughout the day, so you can try at those times as well, but the numbers will be much, much smaller. One notable feature about CVS is that they do permit you to book just a second dose if you should need it. As a heads up, you do need to take it easy with your clicking or the website will lock you out. And it'll tell you there's a glitch, but really that's the website locking you out. Let's get a little bit more into some detail in this brief overview. For each person who needs an appointment, you're going to want to set up a tab before midnight. Now, as you can see, I'm entering in through Alabama, not New York. Later on, I can choose New York in the process. Early on, you're going to get this option, am I starting vaccination or am I booking directly into a second dose? Here's where you'd make that selection. All of these prompts that ask for age, etc., I'm going through rather quickly here on the screen. You'll have time to do it more slowly, especially since you're going to do this before midnight when you have as much time as you need. If I'm making an appointment for someone whose area I'm not as familiar with, so town names and street names don't mean as much to me, I would also take a little bit of time before midnight to look at NYC's Vaccine Finder or perhaps the National Vaccine Finder. Links to both of those pages will be in the notes below this video. And I use those just to get an idea of some of the CVS's that might pop up in front of me. I might jot down a note with the names of the streets or the addresses so that when they pop up on my screen, I know what it is that I'm looking for. Ultimately, the goal here is to get the location set in the tab so that you can hit the magnifying glass exactly at midnight. You can use the zip code at that screen, or you can use the town name or the name of the region, or you can use the first 3 digits of the zip code with an asterisk. It depends on your geography, what's the best way for you to search. Here in New York City, NY, NY gives me the widest region. So you're going to click the little magnifying glass, but remember not to click too quickly. The footage that you're seeing here is sped up. Okay, so we're clicking at midnight, and then we see some locations pop up. You select a location, and then it'll give you some times, and you'll choose one, and you'll hit Continue Scheduling. Then you choose a location for the second dose. It usually offers you the same location. Then you click on the time, and then you'll complete the fields for the person's name, etc. The site will hold both the first and second dose appointments for 30 minutes while you fill in the information. So if you weren't sure about the location, now's a good time to check. You can choose the option to go back and choose a different appointment. If you're still kind of not too long after midnight, there'll still be a lot of activity in this website. And at 12:30, there are a lot more cancellations from this group that are released. Just like during the day, at the hour and the half hour, cancellations will come out. Once you've finished booking an appointment, you'll get a basic confirmation sheet followed by a more detailed email. At whatever email you specify, whether that's your own or if it's the email of the person that you're booking for. It is more difficult to cancel if you don't have access to that email, so think about that in terms of choosing where to send it. You can book more than one appointment, at least temporarily, for the same person to the same email address. Just be sure to cancel the less desirable appointment as quickly as possible so someone else can book it and so there isn't any problem with the appointment long term. So just a recap on CVS, enter through any state, have your tabs ready, be ready for midnight when the majority of the appointments come out. Remember that cancellations will also be released on the hour and on the half hour. It's all very predictable in terms of the timing, and with a little bit of practice, you'll be able to get an appointment. Try not to get discouraged. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time to get accustomed to how to click on all these boxes, to choose the date, choose the time, etc. But you can do this. The information here is good through at least April 5th, 2021. I hope it's been helpful. Thanks so much for watching. Wishing you and your loved ones good health.